I just wanted to show you something. We're back for our third lesson on money, and I wanted to show you something today that you can use to help you explore, because I know in school we've got pretend money for the children to move around, but it's difficult at home. So if we go back to our MathSpot website under manipulatives, there are actually coins on here that you can use to explore if you're exploring the different amounts or you need multiple numbers of a coin. The other thing that I'm going to do at the end of this lesson is show you some sheets that I've also included on the timetable, which you'll have from the first lesson, where they're pictures and children can cut them out. And hopefully this will be a lot easier if you haven't got lots of spare change at home, because I know that can be a bit of a problem. So I'm going to start today, and we've got our number four to practice. Down and over, then some more. That's the way we make a 4. Okay, have a practice at doing this. You can see that we do this part first and then this part. So have a go doing this, pause the video, and then come back to me when you've finished. Excellent. Lots of practicing of 4s there. So I have got a question for you here, and it says, which is the odd one out? Is it 20p? Is it 8p? Is it 2p? Or is it 10p? And why? So which is the odd one out? Pause the video now. If you're at school, have this conversation, or if you're at home, have this conversation with grown up or somebody who's sat next to you. Okay, so on first impressions, we know that we have not got an 8p coin. We have got a 20p coin, we've got a 2p coin, and we've got a 10p coin, but there's no such thing as an 8p coin, so that one would be the odd one out. But there might be another odd one out if we're looking between these coins. There could be several ones, actually. I wonder if anybody can pause the video again now and just look at these 3 coins and think which would be the odd one out of these. So you could have said the 2p coin, because it is that bronzy, that beautiful bronzy colour, and it's not the silver colour like the 20p and the 10p coin. Or you could have said the 20p coin, because both of these coins, the 2p and the 10p, are round, and the 20p has got slight edges to it. It's not round. So lots of mathematical talk there, and lots of different answers that we could have had for odd one out. Okay, so I've got my piggy bank here, and I have some coins, and I want to think, and I want to work out how much I have all together. So you can cut these out with pictures at home and put them in front of you, or you can go and get some real coins and explore with those. And what we want to think about is how we can work out how much I have all together. So pause the video now and have a little think about this. Excellent. We can draw the values, can't we? We can draw the values. So I have got here all my values underneath my coin. So I've got 10. Oh, these two together, 5 and 5 make, double 5 makes 10. So I've got 10, 20, because 2 5s make 10. So I've got 10 and 10. I've got 20p. And then here I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Because I can count in 2s. So I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can think about my multiples of 2, what I already know about counting in 2s. So let's recap again. I've got 10. I've got 20, because double 5 is 10. And over here I had another 10. So I've got 30p altogether in my piggy bank. I've got 30p. Let's write that down. I wonder if anybody else guessed that. Now, there's a challenge underneath here, because it says, looking at these coins, it says, challenge, how could we find the total in an easier way? Because there's a lot to add up there, isn't there? There's an awful lot to add up. So pause the video now and just have a little look at these and tell your grown-ups in class what we could do. Excellent. It's remembering that you're not 10 ones, you are a group of 10. You can say that to the person next to you or the ceiling. You're not 10 ones, you are a group of 10. So if we make this easy for ourselves, okay, rather than having these all in ones and our 25p coins in ones, we've actually grouped them, and I can see clearly here that I've got 10, 20, 30p. So sometimes we can make this a little easier for ourselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a practice looking at my piggy bank amounts and writing down and drawing for each one to work out the total amount. So pause the video now, have a go at this one by drawing the value of each coin and then adding them together, and we'll come back afterwards. Excellent. So my 20, I'm going to have 2 groups of 10. My 5p, I'm going to have 5 ones. And my 1p, I'm going to have 1. So all together, the 10s come before the ones. We look at the 10s before the ones. We record this number first. I've got 2 groups of 10 and I have got 6 ones, 26p in my piggy bank. Excellent. And the same with this one. Pause the video now, have a go at drawing the values, the amounts of the coins, and then we'll come back together and we'll see if you got the answer right. Brilliant. Let's work this one out together. Let's line up my coins so I can do this really systematically. I've put these bigger ones, the ones that are groups of 10 first, so that I can remember that I record in this way. So 5 groups of 10 here. I've got 1 group of 10 and I've got 5 ones. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and 5 ones. I have got 65p. Excellent. I hope you guys came to the same answer as I did. Now, there's a little bit of a challenge here, is you could look at recording these as calculations as well. So if you wanted to, before we move on to your task, because you can do this as part of your task as well, you can do this. Again, you guys will do this a lot neater than I will because I'm trying to do this on the computer. But it's 65p. And please include this at the end, because it does tell us that we're working in pence, that we're working with money. If I just put 65, I could think, oh, is that 65 bananas? Is it 65 monkeys? And actually, we need to know that we're talking about money, that it's p. Okay, so your task is you're going to have these 2 sheets. These were the pictures of money that I was talking about at the beginning of the lesson. So you'll all have those as part of your weekly timetables. And hopefully you would have seen that by now anyway, because you're the 3rd lesson in. But how much money is in the jar? So you've got to look at the amounts and record it at the bottom. And on this one, by cutting out the money, or you can draw it, you can find lots of different ways to make these amounts. So drawing the different coins that make up these amounts in the jar. If you want to, alongside these ones you can write, and these ones you can write some calculations as well. So that's your additional challenge. If you want to write lots of alternative calculations, remember the answer doesn't always come at the end of the calculation, it can come at the beginning as well. And you might even want to think about subtraction as a little challenge. Can't wait to see these on your dojos, and I will see you tomorrow for another maths lesson on money. Bye.